Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about my experience with Android and why I hate it. I hate Android. Like, subscribe, and follow my Instagram. It all started when I was little. My grandma gave me and my sister Android tablets. It was going fine. We only used to play games, right? Then this is where I run into the problem. Horrible battery life. Android has the worst battery life. It is so bad. I played the games on my tablet for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, my battery was at 100%. Then it died within 20 minutes. And here's the weird thing. It was on the charger. Literally on the charger. A device should not die if it's on a charger while you use it. It literally makes no sense. I do not understand that. How come Apple is able to let their devices perform properly while Android dies on a charger? An iPhone charger? No problem. Android? Terrible option. Second encounter, they have weak security. You know what I mean by that? Androids can easily get hacked, and it's so bad. A lot of people have experienced problems when they use Android devices. A lot of people choose Apple over Android now, which I think is a really, really good idea because Apple is way more secure. It's expensive, but high quality. They're dominating the whole technology world. Like one of the best device companies in the whole entire universe. Like, you can't go wrong with Apple. I have an Apple 13. No. I have an iPhone 13, and since this day, I have no encounters with iPhone, and it's super secure. Great camera quality, great security, very straightforward, high quality, very fast timing on uploading things depending how many files you have, faster downloading times. I just don't like having an Android because there's a lot of cons to Android. With that, I'll show some to you guys now. Let's do the pros and cons of Android. Let's do the pros first. That will help me understand why so many people have Android. There's a lot more Apple users, but I just want to see why some people aren't really interested in switching. And also trying to convince Android users here that they're making a big mistake. The advantages of having an Android device. You can sideload apps from outside the Play Store. If you can't find an app that you're looking for in Google Play Store, you can bypass it with a few taps on your phone settings depending on your device. Having an Android smartphone gives you the liberty to install non-Play Store apps. You are not limited to installing only the best Android applications on Play Store, but rather from third parties as well. According to advantage number 1, you can actually download apps that aren't Android based or whatever. So that's interesting. Doesn't convince me. Lots of hardware innovations. Devices with Android systems have numerous hardware configurations to offer to consumers. You can get your choice of processors, battery sizes, amounts of RAM or storage, and support for removable storage that, like the use of memory cards. I mean, that's with a bunch of electronic devices. The options that cover a wide range of sizes, shapes, and feature sets. Most hardware innovations come from Android 2, including bendy phones, in-screen fingerprint scanners, and pop-up selfie cameras. The only thing that I hate about the three things is the bendy phone. Samsung, which is Android, they made a flip smartphone, and I thought that was the dumbest thing that Android has ever did, or Samsung. For those who have Samsung flip phones, you just wasted your money. You literally wasted it. Advantage number 3, expandable memory. Filling up your storage is not a problem for many Android phones with its support for expandable memory. Android users can conveniently put additional memory storage to their needs. You can serve your favorite apps to a memory card, as well as photos and videos. I mean, that's not convincing, but okay. Not all phones support extra memory. That is true. Like the Samsung Galaxy S21. That is interesting. If your chosen model doesn't, make sure it has enough storage for your needs when you buy it. That's smart. Always check to see if the device you want has what it needs. Widgets. That's the same with iPhone. That's nothing. Diverse phone options. As you know, Android is an operating system that caters a broad range of smartphone brands across the globe. This means that there are a wide variety of devices to choose from. Each brand offers distinct hardware features to reflect its brand and target markets. Android smartphones can vary in size, phone storage, camera pixels, battery lifestyle, and more. Okay? No matter what your budget or how big a screen you need, you'll find an Android device that suits. Okay? I mean, that's with many other smartphones. Okay, the disadvantages. This is what I'm happy for. Number one, hardware quality. You think more the merrier when it comes to choices. However, it may cost you a lot to find a compact and solid Android smartphone where all the features and hardware you want are already there. I never really thought of the hardware, but okay. You need a Google account. This is like Apple, because for Androids you need a Google account. On an Apple device, you need like your Apple ID information. But some people prefer to use a phone without Google. Updates are patchy. Okay, so what's wrong with the update? They don't receive very many security updates. Okay, that is very interesting. This is a little annoying. And when you get a software update, it should not take you this long to have your device updated. When it asks for a software update, I would do it right away. Usually it would take 15 minutes to have an update, which doesn't bother me too much. But the only times I do updates is before I go to bed, because I don't want people trying to reach me and they can't get through me because I'm doing a software update on my phone. Many ads and apps. So they say advertisements pop up for Android users. You receive ads and some notifications. That's really weird. You should not be receiving an ad when being received a notification. iOS have less ads. I could agree. They have bloatware. I have no idea what bloatware is. Most Android device manufacturers install their own set of apps on their phone. Sometimes they duplicate functions that already exist. For example, Android brands like Samsung have their own email app where they also have the Gmail app upon a purchase, or a different browser when Chrome is the standard. Here's my personal thought on this. Budget wise, I think some Android devices are way more expensive than Apple's electronic devices. Ouch. Which is interesting. Samsung, Android, basically, their focus is on innovation, and that's kind of interesting. I know Apple is innovative too, but I think based on my experience, some Android phones are like ridiculously more expensive than some Apple iPhones, which is interesting, but very weird, because Apple uses a bunch of expensive material in their electronic devices. Some of the things that they want for the phone is expensive. For example, top-notch security, high quality resolution. There's so much from an Apple device that a user can be provided for. It's interesting. My very first phone was a Samsung dinosaur phone. I didn't know what the model name was. I will say, because it was a dinosaur phone, I couldn't do much. Also, it only lasted for about a little over a year. Then around my 13th birthday, my mom gave me and my sister a phone to share. We had no problems with the phone. I will say that it was really tiny. My mom said that when she purchased it, for years we always did iPhone. We will forever do iPhone. And my mom is actually thinking about upgrading me to the new iPhone 15. I don't know which 15. According to my mother, she said that the iPhone SE cost $500. We always did Sprint, which is now T-Mobile. Spelled Sprint wrong. I hardly have any Wi-Fi. And it says your connection was interrupted. Of course it is. Because y'all's Wi-Fi sucks. Oh, now you want to work. Okay. So, according to Google, it cost $400. I would say that's a decent price. I would not argue, because it's just a regular phone. If you create a phone, but don't make any versions of it, the iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Mini, iPhone 15 Pro Max, or whatever, I would say that's a decent price, $400. It's a good phone. When I first had the phone, I thought it was a good size. But the weird thing was, the phone was so small that my hand covered the whole entire thing. When I first had it, the feel wasn't bad. But after getting upgraded to the 11, which was my last phone, I touched the SE again, and it was a weird feel. Because we had that phone for a long time, and we were so attached to our new phones that the feel of the iPhone SE was just like very uncomfortable, very small, very boxy. It was a good phone. I had nothing against it, but it feels great. It feels really good having an upgrade, especially when your phone is showing signs that it's about to run its course. Let's Google why is iPhone better than Android 2023, because the people are switching. Anyway, as of 2023, Android has a 70.29% global market share. iPhone users have a 43.7% higher average salary than Android users. Gen Z and I was just watching a video about this. Gen Z and millennials are more likely to be iPhone users. 47% of former Android users say Apple provides better user experience, which I will agree. Apple has been really stepping up its game. I would be satisfied every single time. Things to me, were just getting boring until the 14 came out. After the 14, I was like, finally, Apple did something different with their iPhone generations. And I was so happy that the 14 has a dynamic island. The camera, yeah, I could say it has cool camera quality. It can detect if you've been in a car crash. And I've been using cinematic mode for the past several times in my videos. I will say it looks better. I just wish I had my tripod. Well, it's basically my mother's tripod, but because I was using it for my videos in the summer, but by the time it's time for me to go back to school, my mom said, I need my tripod back, and I was so upset. I wanted it. Yes, it's her tripod, but I use it way more than her because I just needed like a good setup. I've been researching a bunch of materials that YouTubers use. Hey guys, so obviously it's a new day because I'm wearing new clothes. So my phone died on me. That was unexpected. So where I left off was what materials do YouTubers use. What YouTubers use, as I can tell, is like $1,000 cameras, lighting materials, like a background thing for when you make videos to make it look professional. Because I noticed that what YouTubers use, because I watched a video of these twin YouTubers and they have like this setup and it looks very professional. I just was wondering, is that a way I can make my videos look better? I will say this though, I am not spending thousands of dollars on YouTube equipment. I'm not purchasing a $1,000 camera. I may find like a substitute green screen thing, supplies, and I'm going to purchase that, and that way I can look professional. Overall, on the iPhone versus Android thing, all the way iPhone, because I will never trust Android again. I just want to let you guys know that everyone has different opinions. Yeah, some people aren't going to agree with you, but it doesn't take long for someone to realize why this happened and why did this person switch from Android to iPhone, because there's just a lot of issues with Android. I could say that Android may be trying to figure out why they're switching from them to Apple. I highly encourage you guys to get an iPhone because you'll be less targeted and have like higher quality photos and videos and things like that. Just understand my thoughts. I guarantee you things will be much easier if you had an iPhone. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and follow my Instagram. I'm trying to upload more and I'm getting close to the end of the month. Things have just been pretty busy for me for the past several days. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Ciao.